Hey guys, what is up, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be looking at my updated mastery setup. So I've recently reached level 57 and been doing quite a bit of Act 4 exploration on live streams if you've been tuning into those. And I've changed my mastery setup quite a bit from some previous videos, and I want to talk about some of the adjustments I made and points that I've invested. So I think the main thing that has changed in terms of my offensive mastery is that I have added 4 more points into lesser precision, mainly because the character that I play the most at the moment is Scarlet Witch, and having, 2% increased crit is really, really valuable. That means every 2 in 100 hits are going to crit, well, you know, statistically on average, which is really, really good. That's 2 more procs of my signature ability, which is what I really need to, you know, keep on churning out those stuns, the power drains, and also regen. I think, what are some other important nodes to cover? So, of course, 5 out of 5 in precision, and also 5 out of 5 in cruelty. Absolutely base central masteries, as covered in the beginner's guide. I have 3 out of 3 glass cannon, which I'm pretty happy with at the moment. I'm not finding any of my champions are like too squishy. They all have great damage output and get fights done really, really quickly, so I'm quite happy with the point investment there. I have 3 out of 3 despair now, which is really, really good. Again, combo with the Scarlet Witch and with a lot of my champions that have a lot of debuffs, like Iron Fist as well. I'm now 3 out of 3 deep wounds. Holy crap, I love this mastery so much. It's mainly for the bleed lasting 1.5 seconds longer, especially on characters like Deadpool and also Captain America, which I both have at 440. Having their really, really strong, like, level 2 bleeds last, you know, another 3 ticks is insane as it is. And especially the additional point of this one is if your champion has more health than the enemy, your bleed instantly strikes down 0.6% max health, 3 out of 3. This is really, really good for Deadpool, and again for most of the other champions. I mean, it doesn't really add too much, but it's that little bit that really helps. But having some of your strong bleeds last for, you know, 3 additional ticks on Captain America, that makes my level 2 deal about 1,600 more damage. So that is really, really good. And considering, you know, there are so many champions that use bleed in the game, I find it's just really good. So also there are champions like Ultron, Guillotine that it has additional synergy with. With Ultron, the longer your bleeds last, the higher you can stack them before you use a special ability, which it increases its damage based on the amount of stacks of bleed you have. So yeah, overall, really, really satisfied with deep wounds. I think it's a really great mastery. When looking at, because I still do have about probably, I think it's like 4 or 5 points to get. And some of the masteries that I'm looking at investing in are in this tree. So I'm looking at putting maybe another 2 points in Pierce, because that makes my champions ignore an additional up to 15% of armor, which is actually really, really good. Imagine having like a 10% armor break. I find that very, very valuable. Armor break is really, really good. It seems to be just like a flat damage increase. So I think I'll go for that. 2 points in that, and also 1 point in courage as well, because like when although that's not helpful all of the time, when I'm doing some of the fights where some of the harder fights when it comes to Labyrinth of Legends, where you're just, you know, reviving and then fighting until the enrage, like for 2 minutes, and then dying again, you're pretty much always going to be under 50% health, so that's just even more damage. So I think I'll go for that. And then in defense, very, very standard setup. Only 1 point in willpower. I don't see much point at all in gaining 3 point, you know, going 3 out of 3 willpower. It's just such a, you go from 0.5% to 0.7%, which is so negligible in my opinion. So yeah, I don't bother with that personally. But I do have points in, a bit controversial, I have them in Salve. A lot of people don't actually like this, but I feel like it's the best stepping stone option to getting 1 point in willpower. I think this is really good. It turns out to be, I think it's like 900-ish at the start of every fight. And, well, for the first 60 seconds of every fight, and that's quite good, you know, that's like free of the weakest potion, so it's good for stuff like when you're plodding along in Alliance War and Alliance Quest, and taking maybe a little bit of damage here and there, just, you know, being that additional top up. I think it's quite good. I like it, so that's just my preference. And then when we look in utilities, so I got the classic ones in parry and evade. I've got all of these maxed out at the moment, so I've got Petrify, Stupefy, and also parry maxed out. I'm considering maybe putting some points in Pacify, because this is quite good. So when the opponent is stunned, they reduce the chance of their ability triggers, which can be good. So I'm debating putting points in that, but I'd rather have the 3 more points and more damage for the moment. And then finally, I think I might top off my masteries with some points in Mystic Dispersion. Again, this is really good for stuff like fighting Groot in Alliance, the Alliance quest map, and Groot in general is just so powerful. And considering a lot of the top tier champions in the game at the moment are Mystic champions, it seems like a pretty decent investment of points. I mean, I'm not super fussed about it. I'd rather have just more damage overall in the offensive stuff. So I'm a little bit on the fence about Mystic Dispersion, but I think I might play about with it when I get some more points. But it isn't really something that's coming to my mind as a priority at the moment. I'm much happier going with along the routes of both Despair and Deep Wounds, as I think I kind of value them a little bit more and enjoy playing around a bit more with those champions. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for my mastery setup at the moment. It's going to stay like this for probably quite a long time. I'd like to know your thoughts and input. Do you have any suggestions, any stuff that you think would be valuable to get? Let me know in the comments below. Apart from that, guys, you know, this is just kind of one of those FAQ videos every day. Like, people are like, oh, what's your mastery setup? So this is it. Thank you once again for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and a little bit of an insight into my masteries. If you want to see more awesome Marvel Contest of Champions content, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, leave a like. Apart from that, guys, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.